till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This is taken at the 3.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
General West, fire.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for Royce Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play. Doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Locke. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, zoom. Check 13. Check 13. Hurry, hurry.
One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter, picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at me. Score. Score.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
61, matchbox light. Now.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Rock now on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. And he's got this down to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
80 weapons.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Set up. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Come on.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
I'm coming. Get it.
They'll try to run for it with Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
27 on the play. And the Raider first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Moran. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Go. Hey, echo.
First throw now for the backup Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run here with Lindsey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Lock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set the cover, defense. Let's go. Alert flare.
Yo, jackrabbit, come on. Get it.
They run on 1st down with Jackson, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. They'll find Lindsey here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Lock now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey! Hey, Delta! Hustle, big grip.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, Haywood.
Hey, let's get this. Tucky's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to sling this deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing to start the drive. Moran. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Go. Hand it over.
56. Watch the curl.
Go. Hey, Foxtrot. Yes.
I got him.
On first down, Locke. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Bravo. Snap.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And McManus able to put it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separate.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
Let's make these babies cry. Hey,
From the gun, it's Locke. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Jackson. They find some open field here. And he is is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 44 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. 56. Mike. 50.
Hey, Echo.
56.
Block working out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Lock going to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Locke gets this to Hamilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Looking to throw on second down. Moran. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll make it third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
To throw on second down. Moran. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll run with Jackson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Moran. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Go! Ten Lobo.
I got you.
Get it.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You draw quarter. Ready?
Throwing again. Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, Haywood!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
General West!
Freeman again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey. Mike's 50. Check right.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Operating from the gun. Lock. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. Moran. It's Williams on the catch. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Jackson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They run again with Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. He's back to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he goes out right around the 39. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw, Locke. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's third and short. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.